So, Raul, are you looking at Juliana? Are you ready for her to share? Okay, go ahead. Roman, I need you to look at her when she's sharing. Okay, so there's a lot of animals that will blend in with their environment. Good idea. Okay, Shelby?
Bugs come in all shapes and sizes.
Okay.
Some bugs have 100
legs. Wow, that's a lot of legs. Okay, go ahead, Raul.
Some bugs are beautiful and also some are not even harmless.
Okay.
Some bugs can blend into objects.
Blend into different objects. Can you give us an example of an object that it could blend into?
Like one of those walking sticks that can blend into a tree.
Oh, that's a good example. Okay, Tyler? They can climb up even on ceilings. Okay, so how do you think that they can climb on ceilings? What makes them able?
They have like sticky stuff. Yeah.
Okay, sticky stuff on their feet that make them allow them to be able to do.
Like Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, like Spider-Man. Okay, that's really cool. Okay, so what I want you to do is go ahead and open up your books. We're going to start on page 15 today. So go ahead and do that. There is some tricky vocabulary that we're going to kind of talk about. But remember, something that you can do in nonfiction books, if you don't know what a word is, what can you do to help you? What can you do to help you if you don't know what a word is in your book?
You can sound it out the word.
Okay, so that's definitely a great strategy. What else can you do that help you figure out what the word might mean? Remember we talked about text features. What kind of text features could we use to help us? To help you understand maybe a word that's in your text.
Look on the picture.
Okay, yep, look at the picture. Yeah, sometimes some of those big words that you see in a nonfiction book, sometimes there's a picture that goes along with that word, or even, what do we call when you have a picture and has something under it? What's that called? That explains a little more about it. A caption, right? The caption sometimes will help you. A label, yeah, a label that's on a chart or something. That would be good. What? Bold print, right? Bold print. If the word is bolded, what does that tell you? Michael, if it's bolded, what does that mean?
The book wants you to see the word.
Wants you to see it because it's important. Okay. Now, normally when a word is bolded in a book, where else will you be able to find it?
Glossary? No, index. Like what you're on the word.
Okay, but there's a text feature in the back of the book that helps you. It helps you remember.
Glossary.
Okay, so the index will tell you where you can find that word at. You're right. But what if we want to know what the word means, then we got to go to the glossary, right? Okay. So, but in this book, do we have any bolded words?
No.
No. So we're not going to be able to use a glossary because this book doesn't have a glossary, right? Because there's different kinds of nonfiction books, right? We have nonfiction books that that describe something to us, okay, and we have ones that compare two different things. We've talked about, but today we're going to be using our descriptive text feature to help us be able to take the information from the book and be able to make meaning or to understand what the book is trying to tell you. Okay, this author of this book wrote this book. Why? We talked about this the other day. Why are some reasons maybe this author wrote this book?
They wanted us to learn about bugs.
Want us to learn about bugs?
They want us to learn more about what they can do.
Okay, so maybe what they can do. Okay. Remember what we talked about when we were talking about the loggerhead turtle? There's a word. Remember that if they're trying to describe something, we say it's their features. Remember their features. So things the ways that in using your senses, like what they look like. What do they sound like? Because different bugs have different sounds that they use to communicate with each other. Okay, so on page 15, okay, there's a word on this page. Now, remember in this book we're having lots of different animals. Different insects. They don't tell you which insect is what, right? They're just describing them to you, and then they're making you, as the reader, try to figure out what insect are they describing. Okay. So on page 15, okay, you're going to see a word, and the word is oaring. Now, right here in 15, do you see it says oaring? It says oaring, soaring. Okay, so what do you think the word oaring might mean?
Swimming, like...
What makes it you think it's swimming?
Like, what do you have? I mean, like, well, there's water.
Okay, so there's water in the picture. That kind of helps us. But when you think about an oar, what's an oar?
Like a block, like, is it a block?
When you think about an oar, like when someone's riding in a boat and they use an oar, what does an oar help them do?
Oh, that's like a steer? Yeah.
Okay, so it helps them steer or helps them move.
Like a paddle.
kind of like a paddle. Actually, when you're oaring, you're using a paddle. So, do you think that maybe oaring means it helps them be able to move in the water? Okay. So oaring, soaring, we know what soaring is. We know that when we think about a bird, right? Okay. But oaring is something that you have to use the part of the word, the base word, and to help you be able to understand what that word is. Okay. So if you keep reading on page 16 and 17, they're just going to keep describing, but now they're going to describe a different kind of insect to you. Okay. So you see a phrase, and the phrase is kind of a weird word, and it says thickets. So I want you to look on right here. It says busy crickets in thickets, which you know, this book we have kind of caught it rhymes. Okay. So, but what do you think that might mean? So I want you to read the sentence and the sentence after it to see if you can use your context clues to help you figure out what that word might mean. Okay. So you see the word thick in it. So, but it says thick it. So see if you can figure out what that word means.
Maybe like baby crickets?
Okay, so maybe baby crickets. Trinity and Jacob, I need you to find your seat, please. Okay, you're not doing your job.
Oh, yeah.
It could be
Or
like a baby cricket.
Or like a pile like make noise.
Okay, so you think maybe it might be how they make noise. Okay, but who said it was thick? It had the word thick in it.
Oh.
Okay, so when you see the word thick, do you think that might give us a clue of maybe what it says?
Maybe like
busy crickets in thickets wait for night to fall.
Oh. Maybe like a thick layer. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you think it might be talking about their skin. Okay, well a thicket is like an area where they it's part of the nature. It's a place where they hang out, and so a thicket we could be considered like you know like a well it's kind of like a place where they can surround themselves to keep them safe. Okay, so a thicket is like a whole bunch of sticks or like an area where that they can kind of escape until it's nighttime. Because what do they do at nighttime? They sleep, but what else do they like to do at nighttime? Maybe they hunt, they do different things. So what it does is a thicket is an area that helps them, that they can hide or they can camouflage themselves until the night comes, okay? Until the night to fall.
That means like night to come.
Night to come. Okay, so that's kind of what that means. Okay, then you know what mating is. Remember we talked about the mating whenever they're talking about crickets and how do they communicate with each other? It's like a clicking kind of sound. Okay, so then you keep going. Yep, there's.
Is that a buzz?
Okay, so then you're going to get to page 18 and 19. You're going to kind of investigate a new kind of insect that they use their sense of touch to help them. Okay, so you're going to have to kind of read about how they use their sense of touch. Okay, now what do we call what kind of insects? What kind of characteristics of an insect help them be able to protect themselves?
Like they have like a shield.
Okay.
They can camouflage.
Okay, they can camouflage. What else can they do? What do they use their antennas for?
Communicate.
To communicate. Yeah. How do they use their antennas to communicate?
They can smell their antennas.
Okay, so their antennas help them smell. Communicate. They communicate with each other. Good idea.
They can communicate with their antennas.
Yeah, they can. They can. So that's, yeah, and so yeah, good idea. Okay, so you're gonna find out how they use they use different of their senses to be able to help them communicate. Okay, then you get to 20 and 21, and now there's a phrase that says dine on. They dine on meat. What does that mean to dine on? Okay, so a synonym for dine is eat. Okay, so that's kind of, maybe you don't hear it, that phrase, very feast. Yep, great idea. So those are some different things.
Like on the long.
The loggerhead turtle, he feasts on different things, just like these kind of insects feast on different things. Okay, so then you keep going. Get to page 30. You get to keep going, and there's a word on.
Wait, what are those?
I know some of these illustrations are they almost are too descriptive for me.
Page 22 and
22 and 33, and you're going to find out that they're talking about something about underground. Okay, so we talked about compound words last week. Remember, and it has the word under in front of something like underwater, underground. So what is that prefix of the word in front of it? What does that help you know? Underground. What does that help you do as a reader? Jacob, go sit down, please. Nope,
I can't respond to Jonathan's talk because he hasn't.
Okay, so you need to walk away because I'm in the middle of something. Okay.
So I can't like.
Okay. Okay, I will help you in a minute. Go sit down. So, what if it said above ground? Then what would that mean?
That means like it's not like underground. It's like
Okay, so
on
above,
the surface.
on this surface. Okay, so but if they are underground
They're like
or
hiding.
under the water, so that means that that's a different. That's where they that's where they feel safe. Okay, and so that's kind of that's the way they have safety. To be able to, the other creatures don't eat them. Okay? Then you get to 24 and 25. And remind myself what a cocoon is. You're going to see that word on page 25. But what is a cocoon?
Oh, that's like when like
Somebody a cocoon.
Oh,
A
a chrysalis. Okay.
A cocoon is
when a
it's like a moth. A chrysalis.
Not right now. And
A
just
cocoon is where a moth forms, but a chrysalis is where a bud forms.
okay. So, but then what does the cocoon do? What is the purpose of a cocoon?
Like how that's where it like forms.
Like
Like it's for chrysalis.
and the cocoon means the same thing.
It's not. I thought it did.
Okay, so there might be some.
Moth is cocoon.
You're gonna have to. There is a difference, and you're gonna read to find out, Raul. Okay, so make sure when you're reading, you catch maybe the reason why the butterfly has to have a cocoon. Okay, then you keep reading, and 26 you're gonna investigate a different kind of insect. And what this insect does, it says it's talking about the word bear. Okay, now what we don't. That's not like bear, like a grizzly bear, but it says right here. It says orchids would be bare. So what does that phrase mean? Roman, what do you think that means? If it says orchids are bare, what does that mean?
Scary.
Oh no, it's Roman's turn to share. What does it mean if an orchid is bare? What does that mean? Why don't you read the context around it, see if you can figure out what it means. Orchids would be bare. You want to ask Tyler for some help? Okay, Tyler, what do you think that means? Bare. So that means like they don't have anything on, right? So that they're telling you that they use in this. If you use the context, it's saying that they, if it weren't for bugs, orchids would be bare. So that means the insects cover the orchid. An orchid is a type of flower, okay? And so they would be bare, meaning nothing would be on them, okay? And so that's what that phrase means. And then you just have the last page is on page 27, and what you're going to find out.